Friends, let me tell you something. Life is not easy. If you think it is, you're dreaming. Hard times will come. Challenges will arise. The world will throw everything at you. But let me remind you of one important truth. These hard times are not here to break you. They are here to shape you. They are the fire that forges the strongest steel. In life, it's easy to get discouraged. The road seems too long, the obstacles too great, and the dream too far away. But here's the thing, there is no success without struggle. There is no greatness without failure. There is no victory without sacrifice. When you're in the midst of hard times, it can feel like the world is against you. But remember this, the best diamonds are forged under the greatest pressure. You are that diamond, and the harder you fight, the brighter you'll shine. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. These words from Winston Churchill carry deep truth. Success is not about avoiding failure, it's about how you respond to it. We all face setbacks, we all encounter difficulties, and we all stumble along the way. But in each failure, there is a lesson. There is a gift that teaches us something new about ourselves, about life, and about the journey we're on. Failure is not the end, it's just a detour. It's an invitation to rise up, to dust yourself off, and to try again with more wisdom than before. The question is, how will you respond when life knocks you down? Will you quit? Will you retreat into fear and self-doubt? Or will you rise? Will you embrace the struggle and let it fuel you to become something more? This is where your true power lies, not in avoiding challenges, but in your ability to confront them head-on with grit, determination, and a belief that you can and will overcome. When you're in the fight, keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Remember, the only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today, as Franklin D. Roosevelt once said, "Doubt is a thief. It robs you of the energy and focus you need to move forward." Don't allow it to take hold of you. Instead, replace doubt with belief. Believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, and believe in the process. Believe you can, and you're halfway there, Theodore Roosevelt told us, and he was right. The moment you believe that you are capable, that you deserve success, that you can navigate the storms and reach the shore, that's the moment you take the first step toward greatness. But belief alone is not enough. You must take action. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing, said Walt Disney. Action is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. You can dream all day, but unless you take the first step, nothing will change. The world rewards action. The universe moves when you move. So stop waiting for the perfect moment to start. That moment may never come. Start now, with what you have, with who you are, and with the belief that you will learn and grow along the way. There is no such thing as an overnight success. Every success story is built on years of effort, failure, learning, and persistence. It's about taking small, consistent steps each day toward your goal. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out, said Robert Collier. Each step you take, no matter how small it may seem, is one step closer to your dream. It's not about making giant leaps all at once. It's about putting one foot in front of the other, even when it seems like you're moving at a snail's pace. Keep going. Keep growing. Every day matters. And when you encounter setbacks, when things don't go as planned, don't see it as failure. See it as growth. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get knocked down. It's whether you get up, said Vince Lombardi. Life will knock you down. It's inevitable. But your ability to get back up, your ability to persevere in the face of adversity determines your future. You cannot allow yourself to stay down. You have to get up, not because everything will magically be easy, but because you know deep in your heart that the fight is worth it. One of the hardest things to do in tough times is to maintain a positive mindset. But this is crucial. Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude, said Zig Ziglar. How you approach life, how you respond to challenges, and how you view the world determines not just your success, but your happiness. When life is tough, it's easy to focus on what's going wrong. It's easy to dwell on the problems, the disappointments, and the frustrations. But what if, instead, you focused on what's going right? What if you looked at the opportunities instead of the obstacles? In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity, Albert Einstein said, and this is where true strength lies. The key to thriving in hard times is shifting your mindset from why is this happening to me to what can I learn from this. The moment you shift your thinking, the world shifts around you. You may think that the challenges you face are unique to you, but they are not. Every successful person you admire has faced difficulties. Every leader, every entrepreneur, every person who has achieved greatness has faced moments of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. They have all been in the same place you are now. But they refuse to give up. They refuse to let life's challenges define them. Instead, they define their challenges. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream, said C.S. Lewis. It doesn't matter where you start or how many times you fail. What matters is that you keep going. What matters is that you keep believing. What matters is that you keep moving forward, no matter what. Understand this, the hard times you face now are not permanent. They are a chapter in your story, not the whole story. This too shall pass, remember. No storm lasts forever. Just as the night always gives way to the morning, your difficult circumstances will eventually change. But while you're in it, you must make the choice to keep going, to stay strong, and to trust that better days are ahead. The struggle today will make you stronger tomorrow. The road to success is not a straight line. It's a winding path full of twists, turns, and detours. There will be moments when you want to quit, moments when it seems easier to give up. But in those moments, remember this: the darkest hour has only 60 minutes, as a wise person once said. The toughest challenges come just before the breakthrough. The struggle you're in now is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your next chapter. So keep going. Keep fighting. Keep believing. The world is waiting for you to rise. And when you do, you will look back at this moment, the struggle, the hardship, and realize it was the making of you. You'll be stronger, wiser, and ready for whatever comes next. And when the next challenge arrives, you will meet it with confidence, with resilience, and with the unwavering belief that you can overcome anything that stands in your way. In life, things don't always go according to plan. There are moments when the world feels like it's shifting beneath our feet, and we struggle to keep our balance. But here's something you must remember: adaptability is one of the greatest powers you can possess. As Charles Darwin once said, it is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Life is constantly changing, and the key to thriving through those changes is not resisting them, but embracing them. When the unexpected happens, when obstacles arise or circumstances shift, your ability to adapt will determine how far you go. We often hear the phrase change is the only constant, and that's true. Life doesn't ask us for permission to change, it simply does. And it's in those moments, when we face uncertainty and adversity, that we are given the opportunity to grow. Adaptability is not about being complacent with the situation, it's about having the courage to take the situation as it is and adjust your approach. The truth is, those who adapt are the ones who succeed. Success is not about avoiding change, it's about embracing it, said Jim Rohn. Look at the great leaders, the entrepreneurs, and the visionaries of our time. They didn't succeed because they resisted change, they succeeded because they found ways to turn challenges into opportunities. They didn't just cope with change, they shaped it, harnessed it, and used it to their advantage. In tough times, the world may not always seem fair. You may feel like the deck is stacked against you. But remember, a person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new, Albert Einstein once said. Every new challenge, every unforeseen shift, is an opportunity to learn something you didn't know before. It's an invitation to grow, to evolve, and to become a better version of yourself. The key is to stay flexible, open-minded, and willing to adjust your sails when the wind changes direction. You might find yourself facing a moment of crisis, and the natural instinct is to freeze, to panic. But in those moments, you must remind yourself the measure of who we are is what we do with what we have, said Vince Lombardi. It's not about what you lose, it's about what you do with what you have left. No matter how difficult the circumstances, you always have a choice. You can choose to adapt or choose to stand still. The choice to adapt is the one that will keep you moving forward. Adaptability is also about seeing the bigger picture. It's about knowing that your circumstances today do not define your future. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity, Albert Einstein said. It's a mindset that says, what can I learn from this? How can I make this work for me? It's about shifting from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance, believing that there is always a way forward, even when you can't immediately see it. It's not about being perfect, it's about being willing to try, to experiment, and to take risks. So, the next time you face uncertainty, don't fight against the tide. Embrace it. As the great Bruce Lee once said, absorb what is useful, discard what is not, add what is uniquely your own. In every challenge lies an opportunity to adapt, learn, and become stronger. Life will continue to change, but with adaptability as your guide, you will not only survive, you will thrive. Life is a journey, not a sprint. Too often we find ourselves rushing, trying to get somewhere faster, hoping for instant results. The truth is, the most meaningful achievements take time. The best things in life are not handed to us overnight. They are the result of persistence, patience, and a long-term vision. It's easy to get caught up in the short-term wins, the immediate gratifications, but true success comes from focusing on the long-term vision, from understanding that the path you are on today is just a stepping stone towards something much bigger. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out, said Robert Collier. Every single action, every choice you make, no matter how small it seems, is adding up. You may not see it today, but every effort, every challenge, every failure is contributing to the bigger picture. Too often we overlook the importance of consistency and persistence. We live in a world where instant gratification is the norm, and as a result, many people abandon their dreams when they don't see results quickly enough. But if you're in it for the long haul, you understand that success doesn't happen overnight. It's built on years of effort, of learning, and of pushing forward, one step at a time. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Every monumental achievement, every groundbreaking innovation, every great triumph took time. When Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, he didn't do it in a week or even a month. He failed thousands of times before he succeeded. But he knew something important. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success. When they gave up, Edison didn't stop. Because he failed, he kept going, because he knew his long-term vision was worth it. He kept his eyes on the goal and didn't let short-term setbacks deter him. It was his patience, his persistence, and his unwavering belief in his vision that led him to success. And that's what you need to remember too. Don't measure yourself by short-term results. Stay focused on the bigger picture. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step, said Lao Tzu. The key is to take that first step, no matter how daunting it seems. The road to success is not a straight line. It's full of bumps, turns, and unexpected detours. But as long as you stay focused on your vision, keep taking one step after another, you will eventually reach your destination. There will be moments when the path feels uncertain, when the future seems unclear. That's when your long-term vision becomes even more important. It's easy to be swayed by immediate distractions, to take shortcuts, or to chase fleeting opportunities that don't align with your true purpose. But if you stay true to your vision, if you remain committed to your long-term goals, you will find that all the effort, all the hard work, all the sacrifices were worth it. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal or ideal, said Earl Nightingale. Your success is not just in reaching the destination, it's in every single step you take along the way. It's also important to understand that success does not come without challenges. The path is rarely smooth, and there will be times when it feels like you're not making any progress at all. But let me remind you of something. Patience, persistence, and perspiration make an unbeatable combination for success, said Napoleon Hill. There will be days when you feel like giving up. There will be days when you wonder if it's all worth it. But remember this, it's in those moments when your persistence will define you. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop, said Confucius. The key is to keep moving forward, even when the progress seems slow. Every step, no matter how small, is progress. We also need to acknowledge that setbacks are part of the journey. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up, said Vince Lombardi. There will be moments when you fall, when things don't go according to plan, when failure seems inevitable. But failure is not the end. It's merely a part of the process. It's a lesson. It's an opportunity to learn, grow, and become better. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently, said Henry Ford. Failure does not mean defeat. It means you have learned something that will help you succeed the next time. Every time you get back up, you get stronger, you get wiser, and you get closer to your goal. It's also essential to surround yourself with people who share your vision, who will encourage you when things get tough, and who will remind you of your goals when you lose sight of them. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much, said Helen Keller. A strong support system is critical. No one achieves great things alone. The most successful people in the world didn't do it by themselves. They had mentors, supporters, friends, and collaborators who helped them on the way. Don't be afraid to lean on others, to ask for help, and to collaborate. You're not in this alone. The people you surround yourself with will either lift you up or pull you down, so choose wisely. Build a network of people who encourage you, challenge you, and inspire you to keep going, no matter what. And finally, don't forget that success is not just about reaching your destination. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success, said Albert Schweitzer. If you're focused solely on the end result, you might miss the beauty of the journey itself. Success is not just about achieving your goals, it's about enjoying the process, finding fulfillment in the work you do, and appreciating the growth that happens along the way. Life is about the moments, the small wins, the lessons learned, the people you meet, and the experiences that shape you. If you're so focused on the destination, you may miss all the richness of the journey. In the end, the most successful people are not those who simply achieve their goals, but those who never lose sight of their long-term vision. They understand that success is a marathon, not a sprint. They understand that the journey is just as important as the destination. So keep your eyes on your vision, stay patient, and take one step at a time. The road may be long, but every step will bring you closer to where you're meant to be. Adversity, when it strikes, can feel like a weight that is too heavy to bear. It can shake you to your core, make you question your abilities, and make you doubt whether you can go on. But here's the truth: adversity is not the enemy, it's the forge that strengthens you. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity, said Albert Einstein. Every challenge, every obstacle is an invitation to grow, to evolve, and to discover a strength within you that you never knew existed. Life is full of challenges. It's easy to think that others have it easier or that the world is against you. But remember, the greater the obstacle, the more glory in overcoming it, said Molière. It's in overcoming the hardest challenges that we find the greatest rewards. It's not the easy wins that shape us, it's the battles, the struggles, the times when we think we can't go any further. In those moments, you are building resilience, the kind of resilience that will carry you through life's most difficult moments. Winston Churchill once said, "If you're going through hell, keep going, there's power in that simple advice." When things get tough, when the path seems impossible to navigate, the only way to get through is to keep moving forward. It's not about avoiding difficulties. It's about learning to face them with determination and courage. The challenges you encounter are not meant to break you. They are meant to break you. They are meant to transform you, to make you stronger, to push you to your limits and beyond. The process of overcoming adversity requires a shift in mindset. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up, said Vince Lombardi. Every time you fall, you have the choice to stay down or to rise again. It's in the getting up, the refusal to give up, that the true character is built. Every time you rise, you grow stronger. And every time you face adversity head-on, you are preparing yourself for future challenges that will come. Life will never be without obstacles, but each one you conquer adds to your strength. During times of difficulty, it's important to remember that adversity often brings out innovation. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it, said Henry Ford. It is in the struggle that creativity thrives. It's in moments of limitation that you find new solutions, new ideas, and new ways to move forward. You are not bound by your circumstances, you are only bound by your mindset. If you look at adversity as an opportunity to innovate, you will find that there is always a way forward. So when hard times come, don't let them define you. Let them refine you. Let them shape you into someone who has faced the fire and come out stronger, wiser, and more resilient. As the famous quote by Robert Frost reminds us, the best way out is always through. Embrace adversity, face it with courage, and know that on the other side of every challenge is a stronger version of yourself. Keep going, and let the struggle become your stepping stone to greatness.